Hello, happy Friday. I'm back with another video today. So let's see. Hope everyone's doing great. Hope everyone has some good plans for the weekend, and looking forward to next week. I hear we're supposed to have cooler weather, so that's awesome. I know a lot of us are tired of the heat and ready to welcome in the fall. But okay, so with that being said, just want to check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing. So for me, I feel like I'm doing good. I'm constantly, just trying to, stay in a good space, and just trying to be myself and spread, good vibes as much as I can, and stay consistent with these videos. So for today's topic, I would like to talk about what came to me was the phrase, I guess the word transcend, but the phrase that I heard in particular was transcend your beliefs and your limitations. So transcend, I know what the word means, but I wanted to look it up so I can make sure I'm saying it correctly, just in case you want a clear, meaning of what that means. It means to go beyond, your range, your limits, right? So we all have, I guess, limits that we put on ourselves or we believe to be true. Whether it could be, I don't know, whatever you believe to be true, your situation, something in the world, our beliefs, right? We have a belief of, our strength, or, whatever we believe. There's like so many, I can't like boil it down. But for instance, we can believe that we can only lift 10 pounds. But for me to transcend that, I have to say, no, that's not true. I know I can go higher. And so I'll try to do a 10. But I have to let go of that belief of, that I'm sorry, I forgot the previous number I said, but I have to let go of the belief that I can only do this limit in order to go with the higher amount or weight. So hopefully that made sense. But put that, apply it to whatever subject in your life that, what goals you have that you're trying to pursue. First, look at what are your limits on some of those goals, okay? And then transcend, because I'm sure everybody's done, the certain tests of, where you can reach, right? Everybody thinks like, they put their arm out and they can only reach a certain, I guess, length, right? But if you really just let go of that belief that that's the furthest you can go, then relax and, just know that you can go further. I bet you can stretch further out and go past that length that you thought was the furthest you can go, that you originally put your arms out. So my I guess message I want to say is, are we limiting ourselves? Are we settling for our limits? And that includes fears, our beliefs, and our our limitation. I guess you could put it all together. Like, are we putting a cap on ourselves? Are we putting a limit as far as success, as far as love capability, as far as health, as far as communication ability? A lot of us, including myself, and I say that because that's me too, I'm guilty of all, these examples, or, putting labels on ourselves. Oh, I'm an introvert. Oh, I'm not very social. Or, oh, I only know this particular field as far as employment. I'm only good at this, or things like that. We put labels and limitations on ourselves, or we even say we're scared to do, something outside of that. Oh, I'm scared to apply for that job because whatever reason. I'm scared to, you know, feel my best because, you know, I feel like I can't. No one ever in my family ever, you know, did that or felt that great. It's impossible. Society says this. TV says this. Oh, what I see on social media is not real, so I'm not even going to try. Whatever, you know, these beliefs that we put in our head and these limitations. And then some of us even argue for our limitations. We're trying to convince other people about our limitations, like, oh, I can't do that because of this, this, and this, and this. Oh, I, you know, whatever. And someone's looking at you like, I actually see potential in you. I feel like you are good at this. You can do that. You have actually, you know, showed examples of you doing what you're saying you're scared of, you know, like leadership experience or, you know, whatever. Like, people do show true leadership in their daily lives, but yet are scared to apply for a leadership position or be a leader in a relationship or whatever the case may be. But you are arguing to people that you're not a good leader, you're not fit for that job or whatever that may be. So stop arguing for your limitations, stop limiting yourself. And I say this because I feel like everybody has the potential to reach their heart desires, right? So a lot of us conflict. Wednesday, the topic that I talked about was go within, hear yourself, connect with God, and stop doing what everybody else is doing and do what your heart desires, because your soul is telling you, you know, your purpose in life, trying to guide you. But sometimes we get so distracted, we don't hear our intuition, we don't hear the guidance of the whisper, because we're not focusing on what our true calling is and to actually to listen, right? And sometimes it's not even a voice, you know. People are like, well, what am I listening for? It could be just a gut feeling, you know. It could be whatever it is for you. You know, this world works in mysterious ways. You have no idea how messages can come to you, how desires can come to you. It's just, if it feels good, you might hear it, you might see it, you might smell it, I don't know. But you have to be looking for it in order. And then once you get it, you'll know, oh, this is what they're talking about. I didn't know it was going to come that way, but this is, you know, what it's going to come. But you have to be hearing first. You have to be listening in order to hear it, because we are being talked to daily by ourselves, God, but we are too busy, you know, doing something else that we probably have no business doing, and we just don't hear the message. So anyways, go within, see what is your calling, your purpose, what you desire, your heart desires, where you want to be, because there are things that we desire and we push off like, no, that's not possible, or no, I don't deserve that, or whatever, you know, your limitations and your beliefs are. So let me tell you, if you feel guilt, shame, non-deserving, unworthiness, those are all false beliefs that we picked up from somebody somewheres. Again, this goes back to childhood, right? Talking to your inner child. Where did these beliefs come from? Change them there. They will change in your present time. I know some of this sounds kind of out there, but is it not worth considering to have that life of a connection with yourself and living your true desires and seeing yourself transcend to higher life experience? You know, I see life as this stairs, right? It's just a metaphor. And every step, every step to me is a new perspective in life, right? So every height you get to see something from a different view. So I like to see life as me climbing these steps and seeing a different perspective. And everybody's on a different journey. We're not all on the same journey of climbing that step at the same time. So respect everybody in their journey. I may be on a certain step, you may be on another step. I don't expect you to understand the step I'm on because you haven't maybe been on it, or maybe you already passed it. Whatever the case may be. And, don't look down on someone who's on a lower step than you, who don't have the awareness that you have, who do not have have the experiences you've had, whatever the case, right? Like, don't look back on them in a way like shaming them, right? Like, oh my God, you're barely there. Because I think that, it's beautiful when we are in a different step and we look back and help somebody come up to the step that we're at. Because there's always going to be someone higher and lower than us. So let's, if we can see life like that, I just feel like the world will be more understanding of each other. We'll be more trusting of each other. We won't be so competitive with each other. Just, those things, those characters carry so much, and people appreciate them so much, and you can impact somebody so much doing that. I just feel like we're here to help each other, but let's what I feel is that a lot of us still need help helping ourselves, because in order to help someone properly, you have to help yourself first, okay? You can't serve from an empty cup, because then you're going to not be serving anything valuable, okay? So hopefully this is making sense and you're following what I'm saying. But again, let's transcend our beliefs. And again, how do you transcend if you don't even know what your beliefs are? How do you transcend if you don't even know what your fears are? How do you transcend your fears if you don't know what they are? How do you transcend your limitations if you don't even know your limitations? So this is why it's so important to know yourself. And by you knowing yourself, you're easier on your peers, your family, because you know what it feels like, when they feel a certain way. So yeah, this is kind of the message I got today. And if there's something that you want to add to it, share. Of course, I always leave it open. I invite you. And I'm still, of course, learning and evolving. And, if what I say does not resonate or make sense to you, that's okay. Again, not everybody is meant to hear what I have to say. And if you hear what I say, then maybe you were meant to hear it, and hopefully this will help you. But I pray that you all have a blessed day. I hope you had a great weekend, and I would love to be back with more content for you guys. Inspiration, encouragement, empowerment, because you are worth it, and you are loved. So again, I'll be back soon. Bye for now.